Well, hello there all you beautiful gamers, and welcome to this video for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, featuring content from weekend 1 of Alpha 2 test. So if you've not heard of this yet, this is a standalone project by PlayerUnknown and Bluehole Inc. It's a Hunger Games style game, similar to Battle Royale for Arma 3, or H1Z1 King of the Kill, which you may already know are developed or co-developed by PlayerUnknown, so I would think this is a baby born out of those two projects. The footage you're about to see is from a closed alpha test in November 2016. Hope you enjoy the video, and I'll speak to you again at the end. Good luck, you complete set of bastards. Whee! Yes, it's lots of fun diving out of a plane knowing that when you land on the ground you're going to be sniped at and have grenades thrown at you by random people that you've never met before, but you know, that's the fun of it. Danger with strangers. And so the trick to this that I've always found is try and land somewhere that nobody else is going, because then you've got free reign on any and all weapons and items. I suppose it's kind of like real life in that you just avoid everybody that you don't like and then nothing bad happens. So you might have noticed that it prompted me to press R to release my parachute, but I didn't actually have to do that, because when you get within a certain distance from the ground it automatically opens. I'm not sure whether it's going to be like that in the final release, but that's how it is right now. Oh dear. Stop. Oh no! I don't know about you guys, but that was a 10 out of 10 landing. For that alone, I deserve to win this. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. That is some funny animation. I think they'll probably change that. But what do I do now? I can't get in the house. Will I be okay dropping from here, do you think? Or is it like DayZ where you trip over and die? Oh, no damage? Well, sweet, the guy's not made out of ice. 1911 and several boxes of ammunition. This is a good start. Let's just make sure this is loaded. Right, I'm armed and dangerous. Y'all noobs better step aside before you get spanked. Oh my gosh. Me got the big boom boom. And I got a hunting cap, so I guess I'm ready to hunt players. Although I'm pretty sure I'd rather have some protection for my head. Sorry, hunting cap, you've got to go. I'm not even sure if these helmets offer any protection, but we'll soon see, I guess. Got a nice vest, so I should be able to take 1 or 2 bullets without getting insta-killed. Now people can see my vest, then they'll know that I'm the best. Derek Deagle, Desert Eagle. All the American kids will be saying, "Dude, you look so sweet." And of course I'll say, "Why, thank you very much. Have a bullet for your trouble." So I'm surrounded by all these guns and ammunition. I'll get into that state that you get into when you play DayZ, when there's just too many items and you want all of them, but they can't all fit in your backpack, so you have to take the ones that are going to be most useful to you. Okay, there's the first warning about the circle. Gonna have to start heading out quite soon. I'll just try and clear out whatever's left, and then I'm going to make a move. So I just said warning, red zone has started. If you're not familiar with what that is, there is another circle marked out on the map which is completely red. And at several random locations within that area, bombs will be dropped. So if you're in that area, you might want to get out. Uh-oh. You done stuffed up, boy. Sorry, sad Nick, but there was no room for potato aim in that situation. I guess Nick really is sad now. Alright, I guess he doesn't have any teammates. Although you're not supposed to, because this test is a solo test. Not that it matters, because they're all going to get owned if they come up against the Scar. You saw what it just did to that guy. It's definitely all about hip firing with that third-person camera. As much as I like first-person on games like this, it really is an inferior way to play. You know, maybe that'll be addressed later, or maybe we'll get hardcore servers. I don't know how they're going to handle that, but I'm sure they will. Oh, a frag grenade. I don't think I've had the pleasure of throwing one of these yet. I'll have to try and keep that in mind later if I get in a sticky situation. 36 players out of 59 left. We're almost down to half the population. And it sounds like somebody somewhere is having a fight. We've got some slightly better armor here. I'll change this vest round. I just noticed bottom right then that there is actually a durability and a bulk rating. So I'll take it that means armor and weight. I don't know if that applies just yet, but that sounds like a good idea to me. The more you carry and the slower you walk. Alright, well I've spent too much time here now, so I need to move. The threat of the incoming circle is looming in the air. Across the fields and toward a more built-up area. Looks like there's going to be a lot of places to hide here. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a camper or two waiting. I really don't want to hang around for too long though. I'm not sure whether that's a drivable car or not, but that could indicate there's somebody nearby. Maybe it's not, maybe it's just a prop. Although there is a player crate there, so somebody died here recently, and that door's open as well. That's right, head towards the sound of gunfire. What could go wrong? Just trying to keep my eyes peeled for players here. Makes me kind of paranoid in this built-up area. They could be hanging around anywhere. Somebody could be watching me right now and I wouldn't even know. That's why it's important to never stop moving, because once those crosshairs are locked on your head, well, that's the end of view, isn't it? Oh! See what I mean? As soon as you stop, somebody shoots at you. I've no idea where that came from, but I'm not sticking around to find out. If we're going to fight, then it's going to be on my terms. Because realistically, that's the only chance you've got at winning. On any multiplayer game. Kills are nice, but winning's nicer. And that is the point, isn't it? To survive, so you can be the winner. I remember live streaming Arma 3 Battle Royale on Twitch at one point. And I played for several games before I actually won one, but the first game that I won was the one where I only killed one person, and that was the final guy. I'd effectively avoided everybody throughout the whole match. I'd been shot at, but obviously got away, and everybody else killed each other. And so the final tactic was just to hide and let the guy come to me, and he made the mistake of trying to shoot me when he didn't know where I was. I'm not going to lie, he did start on me a little bit, and I did panic, but the fight generally was on my terms, and that's the reason that I won. I'm fairly sure that I just seen somebody. I don't know where he went though. So I'm just going to hang out for a minute and see if I see any movement. I'm right on the edge of the zone here, so I can't really hang around for too long. You see, I've got a minute before the area starts shrinking again. And the area doesn't instantly shrink, it just gradually grows smaller and smaller. So you can effectively ride the circle, but it is slightly faster than you. So if you do want to ride it, you have to be ahead of it somewhat in order for it to not take over. Maybe there isn't a guy here, maybe I saw a graphical glitch. Like a texture popping or Z-plane fighting. Oh, no, my eyes did not deceive me. Ah, unlucky Nino. That was a really nice headshot though, it knocked my helmet right off. So there's 5 other players left now. 6 including myself. Best be careful here, these doors are open. And there's a car here, there's definitely somebody here. But where? That's the question. I can hear footsteps. I think he might be in this house with me. Is he upstairs or did he just run out? Well, I just saw somebody out there, but I don't want to turn my back on these stairs in case there's somebody else in here. No way did he just jump out of the building and dive into the car. Aha! So much for your car. And then somebody else shot him. Oh dear. Well, 1 down, 3 to go. Oh, that lag, what the hell just happened? Smell you later. So is that some sort of bug with grenades? You throw a grenade down and it just lags the game out. That is very, very bad. But forgivable, you know, it is an alpha test after all. And everything else has been pretty good. The FPS has been hanging around a very playable 40 average. And that's a fluid 40, not a stuttery 40, like you get on some games. Although I have seen some people averaging 80 with up to 120 FPS with similar sort of graphics hardware but weaker CPU, so I don't know. I guess the game just isn't optimized for every configuration just yet, as would be expected. It's the very reason I'm playing right now, to test it out. And I've got to say, I have been enjoying it thus far. It does feel kind of basic, but, I mean, really, does Hunger Games need to be anything more than basic? Just parachute in, find your weapons, kill each other. It's fun. And the only time it's not fun is when glitches stop you from doing stuff, or when the frame rate goes so low that you're noticing it. Okay, so the circle's shrunk now. There should be somebody on my case any second. Unless they're already in front of me, that is. I better make a move in a second. I'm gonna go sneaky for a minute or two. Try and keep a low profile so I can spot the other two. Maybe they're just running around like idiots. You never know. Dun 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 dun. Da-da-do, da-da-do, dun 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 dun. Nothing. Nothing at all. So what, are these two camping? It's a legitimate strategy, but I've got to say, I am ready for this win. Where you at, mofos? Show yourselves. Oh, here we go. Is this guy playing peekaboo with me? Need to move, the circle's closing in. Ah, there you are. Come here. Oh, this is not good. I'm trapped in the middle now. You cheating bastard, throwing a grenade so that it lags me out. Killing you is going to feel so awesome. Where did he go? Oh, look at you doing it again. Can't win fair and square, can you? Now you see me, now you don't. Just show yourself. Oh, it's now or never. I think he's behind this bush. No, 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 no. Get down, loser. No soup for you. Whew. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And it only took 3 tries. I'm impressed with myself there. Took me a lot longer to win my first Battle Royale on Arma 3. Not sure if that counts for anything, but feels good, man. Feels good. 5 kills isn't terrible either, considering there was only 59 players. Alright, let's back out and get a few more games popping. Hopefully I can capture another win or some hilarious moments. We'll see. See, my system specs far exceed the minimum requirement and I'm still experiencing quite a few frame drops. But to the credit of the devs, they've actually been realistic with the requirements, so, you know, I can fully respect that. And if you're still watching this video on YouTube right now, then you might want to take this time out to drop a comment and tell me what you think of the game so far. Does it look like something you'd play? Would you be willing to spend money on a game like this? Personally, if the game doesn't change too radically, and they sort out the frame drops and polish it up a little bit, I would be fully willing to buy this game, providing it wasn't too expensive, of course, being that it's a very basic game type. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first major project for PlayerUnknown, so the exposure he gets from having his name on the title of the game is fully deserved in my mind, for the amount of work that he's put in over the years on his mods. Anyway, let's get another game cracking, shall we? See if we can win another one. There's less than 2 hours left, so that's like 4 or 5 games maybe. Here we go again. A plane full of parasites, all ready to suck the life out of each other. Good luck, everybody. I'll see you on the ground. Looking good. Hopefully nobody followed me this way. Doesn't look like it. Most people landed quite far away, but I've got maybe 2 or 3 people nearby. So I need to grab a gun as soon as possible and try and wipe them out before they wipe me out. Please, please, please be something useful in this first house. You probably noticed that my clothes are a little bit different from last time. I used the points that I got from the previous win to unlock some gear. Some of these doors are a little bit glitchy. They don't tend to open the first time. You have to be on a weird angle before you get the option. Well, that's a decent enough start. Got a 9mm and some ammo. Hopefully I can do some damage with this. Enough to get me to the next group of houses. Find something better. So pretty much if you just access the door sideways, then the glitchy ones appear to open a lot easier. Running out of memory? Really? The minimum requirement, 8 gig. I've got 16. Not sure why it's chewing up so much memory. I've not got anything open in the background, although I have been playing it for a couple of hours, so I don't know, maybe there's a leak. Game still seems okay though, so I'll not worry about it. I'm just waiting now to see if I can see some movement, so I could try and play this on my terms, as I was saying before. Let the enemy come to me rather than me go to them. I'm sure I'll see somebody soon enough. Oh, there we go, there's one. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Potato aim confirmed. Oi, you. Damn, bro, you're like a bunny. Dodging these bullets like a champ. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Multiple shots and no death. Chicken running away. He's running for his life. Oh dear. He's not going to stop jumping, is there? Look at him. Bunny hopping. Don't worry, bro. I think you've earned your life. Lucky for you, I'm running out of ammo, and I can't be wasting it all on you when you've not even armed. I need to save it for somebody who is actually armed. He must have the most tiniest amount of health left now after that. I hit him, what, 3 or 4 times? He should have been dead. Don't know what happened there. And he's still jumping in the background. So I know I definitely just saw somebody, but again, I don't know where they went. Where's that coming from? Didn't really sound directional, it just sounded like it was directly behind me. And yet I saw nobody. Not really sure if I'm hearing anything or not. Oh, there he was. Did he see me? Yeah, he saw me. This could very well be the end for me now. Or not. Owned! What do we have here then? A nice buggy to get me across the map towards the circle. Just going to leave this map open for a little bit while I'm driving so that you can see what the map actually looks like and where you can go. One of the first things that I noticed at the bottom is that there's an island called Sosnovka, which is also a place in DayZ. But it seems likely from reading a lot of these that it's all Russian-based places. That's what the names seem like anyway. There doesn't appear to be too many places of interest, but I think that's a good thing. You don't want to overcomplicate it. I mean, look at the size of Altis on Arma 3. That map is just so big. And that's great because it gives you a lot of flexibility as a mod author, but as far as Battle Royale goes, or in this case Battlegrounds, you want it to be a little bit more refined. I don't really feel as if this game is going for realism, but then again, it's not really trying to be a casual game either. If we could go for a nice middle ground, then I think that'd be ideal. And that can attract both the players of Battle Royale and also King of the Kill, being that both games are so similar, but at the same time so different as well. I've got to say though, for an alpha test, it's really quite impressive. Not just graphically, but actual gameplay wise as well. It just seems to work. From what I read, this is only a few months worth of work, like 5 or 6 months maybe. And it seems like so much has been achieved already. Of course, you might say there's a lot of wide open space, but working game mechanics are very important. You could downsize this by 50% and I guarantee it would still be the same experience. When you've been playing games for nearly 30 years, you get a sense of what works and what doesn't. Because let's be real right now, the last few years of gaming have been absolute garbage. Besides indie dev, it's just the same old shovelware pushed out year after year. I find myself going way back in time to find games that actually provide some sort of unique experience. I think those words are very relevant here, unique experience. Because every time you play a game like this, and not just Battlegrounds, but Battle Royale, or King of the Kill, or say the Culling, you really have no idea what you're about to do or what's about to happen. So compared to a game like Call of Duty, or Battlefield, or Halo, or anything among those ranks, those games use very small map designs, and once you learn the best way to game each map, that's it, isn't it? Okay, so this game area is getting incredibly small now, and there are still 10 more people to finish. Scratch 1. Oh, scratch 2. I don't think he saw me. Well, here comes the circle shrink, so I best get prepared. I think I'm going to go with the tactic that I explained earlier. Just going to stay hidden for as long as possible and let everybody come to me. Hopefully there'll be a few firefights and that'll put the numbers down to about 4 or 5 perhaps. Oh yeah, there you go, look, 7. I'm not really in the best position here. I could do with going in one of the bushes and ducking down or lying down maybe. Or dance around the edge of the circle. Wait for everybody else to get inside the circle and then flank whoever's left. Most people don't have that kind of patience. They'll just run out into the open, try to get kills, not knowing that they might run past somebody. Okay, here we go. Looks like I'm on the very edge of the circle now. Don't know who this Hayes guy is, but he's killing quite a few people. Just me and 3 others left now. Getting a bit nervous here. Think I've been a dirty camper for too long. I can feel the adrenaline boiling up. Right, there's somebody. It's time to move. Oh, no way, I'm stuck. I can't move. What's it doing? Don't even do this to me now. Whew. Thought the game screwed me over then. I need to try and stay out of this guy's view. Because let's not forget, with the third-person camera, you can turn your head all the way around, more or less. I just hope nobody sees me creeping on him. Okay, so it's him and one other guy left. Probably Hayes. I don't think I saw him die yet. Well, whoever it is, what I want to do is try and make it so that the guy in front of me is the guy visible to the other guy, so that I can shoot him while he's shooting the other guy, if that makes sense. I need to play this cool and just track him. Right, so I just helped Hayes kill Mark. Hopefully the sound of their gunfire would have masked the sound of my gunfire. Hopefully I can flank him on his left side. Where are you, you tricky bastard? I'm about to start dying, but it's cool as long as he don't know where I am. I see you. Right, it's go time. This is it. Balls deep. Yeah, get down, Hayes. Get down. Wow, I've got to say though, as good as that strategy was, I did potato aim when I aimed down the sight. I am very lucky to have won that, I think. But in the end, I did win, so I think that's all that matters, isn't it? So after playing only 9 games, I ended up with 2 wins under my belt. You might think, oh, he's only showing him winning, but the other games, I didn't get far enough to even really show you any footage, so I didn't see the point in showing that. But hopefully the footage I've shown you is interesting, and if that's the case, then consider giving it a thumbs up. If you didn't find it interesting, then give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more content like this, then press the subscribe button to receive notifications of all new videos. You've been watching Derek Deagle, also known as Desert Eagle Derek. See you next time.